launching the new Camon 30, the new Tecno mobile Camon 30, and oh my goodness, what an event it was. It was a vibe. So firstly, I got to walk on the runway. So it was like they did a whole runway with phone experience, which I found absolutely exhilarating. Then I got to hang out with some of the coolest influencers. So it was a lot of influencers that attended. I did the runway with Van Vicker, and it was so good to see Van Vicker. I haven't seen it in years, really. About 3 years maybe. But it was like seeing your friend again for the first, like, not time and space doesn't matter sometimes when you see some really cool people, and that was exactly the vibe. Then hanged out as well with Stone Boy, who's Tecno's brand ambassador, and as well Mr. Drew, which was great to see, and also Haley. She's an actress. So it was a vibe. I got to hang out with them. We did the runway together. We gisted and we laughed. Like, backstage was just hilarious. And I had to send a big shout out to the entire Tecno team, because you know when you go for an event and they make you feel like you're VIP, and it's not just like everybody feels like a VIP. That's the kind of vibe that Tecno always gives to everybody. So the new Tecno Camon 30 is out. And it has some pretty cool specs. Ultra night portrait. It's a Sony camera. Front and back camera is spectacular. The longer battery life, the whole 9 yards. So that's how I spent my Friday, having a very blue evening with Tecno Mobile. Then on Saturday, so I spent most of Saturday sleeping because I had been exhausted the entire week. So literally on Friday, and Friday was a difficult day for me because I think I did like I went through like 4 different phases in that day. So in the morning I had radio to do, then I had meetings right after, then I went for a very long meeting, then I came back to come and do TV, and right after TV I had to go and get dressed and do Tecno. Like, it was literally a lot that by the time I was wrapping up the day, I was practically nodding off. I'm not even capping. Like, I was nodding off at some points during the day. So I spent Saturday sleeping, or as much as I could. Then I got disturbed by house chores and going to, you know how it is. But then Saturday evening, I came through to TV3, got glammed up, and got ready for Perfect Match Extra Season 1 reunion. You know, I like drama. But I like drama that I'm not involved in, you see. And I think I'm like everybody else. When you hear gist, it's exciting. When you hear someone's drama, it's nice. When you're in the middle of the drama, it's not so nice. And oh my goodness. Let's just say a lot of people had a lot on their chest to get rid of. And they decided not to use their words and use their legs. I moved quickly to other sides of the room. I turned into an umpire. I turned into a referee. I turned into a host, a bodyguard to an extent, a bouncer as well. Like, it was a 360 mood. But I think it trended for like 3 days onwards. Like, it's crazy. So to all the former housemates that came through for Perfect Match Extra Season 1 reunion, thank you for coming. I'll just leave it as that. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. I've seen quite a lot of commentary about myself on it, which is quite interesting. I saw a lot of people say that I was being very biased. Okay. Should I address it? Should I? Okay, why not? So no, I was not being biased.
She's the prettiest.
I was trying to calm down the one most likely to erupt, which was Brownie. So a lot of people are saying I was calming Brownie down or telling Brownie to calm down more than I was doing the rest, because I knew you have to identify who has the potential to probably smack the person next to them, and that was Brownie. She was heated. For those, I think I didn't give her an opportunity to speak. I actually did, and for two reasons. I really wanted Brownie to speak for a few reasons. Firstly, in the season last season, there were certain points in time that people were trying to create perceptions that she was a liar, and I don't think she is. I'll say that again. I do not think Brownie's a liar. I do think that she doesn't she overthinks telling her truth. Yeah, she overthinks telling her truth because people have created perceptions about it. So she's sometimes it's just harder to explain yourself even when you know that you are being truthful. I don't know if it makes any sense. I don't know if I'm explaining it well. Sometimes it's harder to say the truth than to allow people to believe a lie. So I think that sometimes she finds it hard to explain it from her perspective, which is actually the right perspective. I also think that people were ganging up on her. I completely agree to that. Did I keep the other girls in rein as much? I did. And I think we paused at a few moments, and I felt like a disciplinarian at a point, like a mother that was trying to lecture her kids. And I hope social media will cut those points and then share it as well, because then it will give a bit of perspective about how I was trying to approach things and how, to be honest, a little disappointed I was in some of them for their utterances. Apparently, certain words were spoken, but in the heat of the moment, I didn't hear everything. I must admit to that. So the opportunity to get some people to retract certain things, I didn't get because I didn't hear it quickly enough. It's in hindsight watching it that I saw some of those conversations that were made. Or in reviewing the tapes, I saw it. So for that, I do apologize, but I do not think I was biased. If you watch the show and you watch the trajectory of a lot of the conversations and some of the things that were being addressed, you would understand that I was actually trying to get Brownie to speak on the stuff that had happened over the last 12 months and put a lot of those rumors to rest. And I was quite sad I couldn't finish the line of questioning because if I had finished my line of questioning, you would have understood where I was going to and the people that I wanted to take ownership on some of the things that had happened over the last few months. And I'll leave it at that. But yes, thank you all for your interesting conversations and your tweets at me and your assumptions and everything else inclusive. A new season is coming. I'm still your host. And we will see how exciting the dynamics will be with our new set of housemates. But above all, with the fans that love, appreciate, and watch it, please, like I said earlier, let's take out the toxic side of it and keep it nice and sweet. Even if you don't like the person, you don't have to troll the person. Yeah? Okay, great. Now let's switch up the music a little